we live in a fallen world. Like an example, I'll give you guys an example. So let's look at our parents, for example, their generation. Their generation, there's so much problems. Like most people that I know, no, okay, I'll just state this. Like in their generation, divorce is normal, cheating is normal, adultery, so on and so forth and so forth. But if you look at where Gen Z is going at the start of their generation, like a lot of bad concepts, they weren't fully introduced to them yet. But if you look at Gen Z, if they project, and bro, like the children of Gen Z, they will be so extremely cooked. And I don't mean even chopped, they will just be so extremely cooked. Because if that generation, right, if that generation, our parents' generation, they weren't exposed to a lot of devices that the Gen Z are exposed to, and like I think within our grandparents' generation there was still some people who they had some faith. Well, at least in Europe this is how it is. They had some faith and so on. I mean, thanks to God there's some young people also waking up, but bro, like this world is like a fallen world. You look at all the things that purported is just like food that will ruin your health, adultery that will make you unable to have a connection, drugs which will, I don't know, be either a form of escape or something, or it's just crazy. It's just crazy what's purported and what the people are doing. But one has to realize that the norms of the fallen world, they are not the real norms, because there exist the norms of God, and a person has to live under those. Because no matter how much money you have, without like God, feeling like remembering God, your heart will always just be like racing, and you'll always be stressed. And think about why so many actors, they commit suicide, because their lives are just purely hedonistic and meaningless. All they do is they worship material things. So for example, he has a big goal, right? He wants to make $1 million, or he wants to sell so and so records, and then he gets this record and then he's miserable. He doesn't know what to do in life because he didn't have a greater purpose in life, which is probably the real purpose in life is to worship God. When you worship God, your life should be a lot better. But it is extremely difficult, man. It's extremely difficult, especially in the current day and age, because even I struggle so much, like just to keep my heart clean. And yeah, man, it's a struggle. It's a big struggle, but at least me and you guys, like, at least we can try. Think about how many people there are in this earth who they don't even try. They are okay with all these things, and at least we try. I fail almost every day, but at least I tried. That's one step higher than the person who just, actually that's a couple steps above. So the first step, right, it would be to admit the wrongdoing, right? The second step would be try. So I guess we're 2 steps ahead. If you guys are trying with me, you're 2 steps ahead as well. So think about that. Like, that's kind of an achievement. Most people, they are extremely like brainwashed, and they don't even know that it's wrong. They think it's normal, all these things. But man, like, it's crazy. It's crazy the way that the world is going, and I just have like, I'm wondering, man, what will be like our children, bro, with all this technology, all these things, bro. They will just be ruined. And you look at all the agendas that are being pushed. So for example, you know, like the drag queens being introduced to kindergartens and so on. Bro, I'm wondering if, and even then there's another point, is like, you look at the dishonesty within like marriages and so on, and man, you just have so many doubts. You have so many doubts about like getting married, about doing this, about doing that. And even then, like, there's Satan whispers in your ear. He tells you like, bro, you're not good enough to get married, and this 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 and this. But I don't know, man. It's just messed up. Like the current state of the world is extremely messed up. And if we can, we should try to make a change. Like, if it's possible, at least we tried. You know, we make our prayers. We try to do our good work, and then if we fail, we try to repent. Man, that's what we should do, man. Thank you guys so much for watching.